Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all the viewers of the legal game. This is Kushagra Goyal, your educator for the CLAT examination. So, we are now midway into the month and there is a lot of news to be revised. So, today through the current affair quiz, we'll be taking up some new topics that have happened in the month of December, quick updates of them. Let's see how much of these questions you get correct. So, this is what we will be doing through our session today. So with that, let's dive in to the quiz. Now, before I do that, and recognizing the need of all of you to prepare for the GK section, I am taking a very special class today on the Learners app of Unacademy. What am I doing? I am going to give you a detailed strategy guide to deal with the current affairs section in 5 months. I am going to tell you a heading wise distribution of how to divide your time for your current affairs section. I am also going to take up questions from all of you to see how much of your strategy is progressing, how much progress you have made, what are the topics that you need to be preparing for. Okay, so those things we will be specifically doing. A day-to-day guide, a week-to-week, a month-to-month guide to all of you for acing the GK section within 5 months. The GK section has 25% of your questions, therefore it is a very important area. So don't forget to tune in today at 9 p.m. Use the code KUSHGK to access this class for free of cost. With this, very good morning to all the viewers who have tuned in right now. So, and lastly, before I move on, I want to tell all of you a special mock test that we are conducting at Unacademy. And with this, you not only will be able to prepare for the exam, you will also get a chance to win a iPad mini, a brand new iPad from Unacademy, which will be given to rank 1 winner. Rank 2 will get a Amazon voucher of 10,000 rupees and a rank 3 will get Amazon voucher of 5,000 rupees. You all, for rank 4 to 10, you can get Amazon vouchers worth 500 rupees. All you have to do is use the code KUSHGK to access this mock test. Register for it now on the Unacademy website. So with that, let's come to the rules of the quiz. We will be doing ALET type of questions today, one-liner questions, okay? What I will be giving all of you 75 seconds to answer the question. Please don't cheat during the questions, don't Google search them. All the questions are MCQ. You can mark yourself 4 for correct answers, -1 for incorrect one. Okay, don't cheat. With that out of the window, let's begin the quiz. You all can see the clock running at the top. Okay, this clock will be running while we prepare for the quiz. Okay, so let me select the highlighter and let's go live. What article of Constitution of India can Parliament make laws about state subjects by the consent of the states? This is in relation to the bills that have been introduced in the winter session of Parliament. Which article number will be used by the Union government or the Parliament to make laws on state subject? Is it Article 248, 252, 123 or 257? 75 seconds to answer this question. Remember, by the consent of the state. This criteria is very essential for your correct answer. Ten seconds more. You all can tell me your answers through the live chat. Okay, the answer to this question is Article 252. Okay, under Article 252 of the Constitution, the Parliament can make laws about state subjects. Okay, the distinction is consent of two or more states. So, whenever states' consent is required, then it is Article 252. Whenever it is done by the union itself through Rajya Sabha, then it is 257. This is the distinction. Article 123 is ordinance route. Okay. 248 is residuary powers and 252 is consent of the states. Okay. Alright. 252. 248 is residuary, and whenever the union want without the consent of the state, then it is 257. Okay. Then next question. Parliament of India recently extended upper limit of CBI and ED using ordinance route. Which article of Constitution of India deals with ordinance making power of the president? Is it option A, Article 110, option B, Article 120, option C, Article 123, or option D, Article 163? You can use the live chat to put in the option or the answer. You can either comment the option, the correct option that you feel before the timer stops. Seven seconds more. Alright, the answer to this question is Article 123. Very simple to remember. Article 123, alright, is the one that the president uses for the ordinance making power of the union. Always remember, this is an exceptional power. Okay, it is an exceptional power because usually who makes the laws? The union. Okay. Alright. Now the next one. State governments also have the option of asking the governor to promulgate ordinance. When a state assembly is not in session, tell the article that the state uses to promulgate ordinances. Is it Article 213? B, Article 192, C, Article 250, or D, Article 205? Comment your correct options in the live chat. Or those viewers who will watch the video at a later point of time, you can just comment the sections using the comment section of the videos. Thirty seconds more. This is a very important question from polity point of view. ALET के अंदर this kind of question will definitely be asked in the examination. Alright, so the correct answer to this question is option A, Article 213. So just the opposite of Article 123, which is union level, the state one is 213. This also applies, the powers are very similar to the union, When state assembly is not in session, that is 6 months is the extension that an ordinance can get. 6 months plus the moment the session is in order, then 6 weeks. Okay. Yes, this is a very easy trick to remember it, to 123213. Okay, for this question. Now, power of law making is divided between the union, state, and both union and states. Which part of Constitution of India provides for this division? Is it Article 5, Schedule 1, Schedule 10, or Schedule 7? Which one provides for divisions between the lists? So first question was under which union or the parliament can make laws about state list. So state list कौन से part में दी हुई है? Article 5, Schedule 1, Schedule 10 or Schedule 7? Think. This is also a very pertinent question from your Constitution of India. Alright, so the answer is Schedule 7 of the Indian Constitution. Okay, after articles we have 12 schedules in the Constitution. The schedule number 7 provides for division between state, union and concurrent list. That is, both union and states can make laws about it. Schedule 7, okay? That is the answer to this question. Okay, 10th one relates to anti-defection law, and Schedule 1 relates to territories of Union of India. कौन से states, कौन सी union territories, वो सब Schedule 1 में provided है. ठीक है. Article 5 relates to citizenship of India. Okay. Then Parliament of India is the supreme lawmaking power of within India. Which provision grants the Constitution grants this power? Is it Article 76, Article 53, Article 245 or Article 13? The one that gives the Union the supreme law-making powers. Keep commenting your answers in the chat box. Twenty seconds more. The answer to this question is Article 245. 245 is the article that gives the Parliament of India the supreme law-making power. It reads, Parliament of India can make laws about any part or territory of India henceforth. Okay, so this is the one that gives the Parliament the supreme right. Very good, Trasik, who has been giving correct answers. Now, the next one is related to Constitution GK. What was the number of judges that presided over the Keshwanand Bharti case? This case has had the basic structure doctrine. What was the size of the bench for this case? Was it 9, 13, 21 or 5? Very good. Quick answers are pouring in on the comment section, on the live chat. Fifteen seconds more. Remember this, I'll give a hint, this was a constitution bench, okay? So that means the answer will always be above 5. Okay, minimum 5 judges on a constitution bench. So the correct answer to this question is 13. The bench had decided in favor of 7:6. Okay, for the basic structure doctrine. 13 judges, the largest in the history of Indian Supreme Court. 13 judges sat on the bench. Okay, then next, who won the 2021 Ballon d'Or Feminine? The Ballon d'Or ceremony by France Football took place. Was it A. Alexia Putellas, B. Ada Hingenberg, C. Megan Rapinoe, or D. Alex Haley? Who won the Ballon d'Or Feminine? Was it A. Alexia Putellas, D. Ada Hingenberg, C. Megan Rapinoe, or D. Alex Haley? You can comment in the live chat your answers right away. Let's see how fast you are, how quick you are to remember the answers. Alright. Good, good. Ten seconds more. Okay, the answer to this question is option A, Alexia Putellas of Barcelona. Okay, of FC Barcelona won the 2021 Ballon d'Or Feminine. Okay, these are the previous two winners, that is 2018, 2019 and 2018. Okay, and Alex Haley is not a correct answer. 3 times the award has been given, beginning 2018, 2019 and then 2021. Okay, then who was the first winner of Ballon d'Or? Was it A. Lionel Messi, B. Stanley Matthews, C. Alfredo Di Stefano, or D. Raymond Kopa? Okay, who was the first winner of Ballon d'Or when it was first started? This is the male category. Okay, the Ballon d'Or prize for the very first time. Who was the first winner of it? Lionel Messi, Stanley Matthews, D. Alfredo Stefano, or Raymond Kopa? After Raymond Kopa is the Kopa Trophy. Okay, after him is the under 21 male winner prize that was given to Pedri this year, who's a Spanish player. Okay, the 2021 winners were from a club based out of Spain, but not all the winners were Spanish. Okay, So the correct answer to this question is Stanley Matthews of 1956. Okay, in 1956, the first Ballon d'Or winner was Stanley Matthews. 58 was Raymond Kopa, and Alfredo Di Stefano was 1957. Okay, so Stanley Matthews is the first. Lionel Messi is the winner of the 2021. He has won 7 Ballon d'Ors. Okay. Then next question. Which driver won his first Formula 1 title defeating Lewis Hamilton? This happened this weekend. Was it A. Charles Leclerc, B. Sebastian Vettel, C. Max Verstappen, or D. Sergio Perez? Who won his first Formula 1 title defeating Lewis Hamilton? Charles Leclerc of Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel of Aston Martin Racing, Max Verstappen of Red Bull Honda, or Sergio Perez of Red Bull Honda? Who won their first Formula 1 title defeating Lewis Hamilton? Comment your correct answers in the live chat. Fifteen seconds more. Alright, the correct answer to this question is C. Max Verstappen of Netherlands. Okay, Dutch origin driver Max Verstappen, age 24, of Red Bull Honda Racing. Okay, Red Bull Honda Racing. He won his first. Sebastian Vettel already has 4 titles. He won his 4 titles, and his last one, that is in 2013 in India at the Indian Grand Prix. Okay, Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez have not won the title yet. So it is Max Verstappen, age 24, of Red Bull Honda Racing. Okay, then next question. Anju Bobby George won the Women of the Year award recently by World Athletics. Which sport did she compete in? A. Cricket, B. Javelin, C. Triple jump, D. Long jump. Anju Bobby George is the first Indian athlete to win a medal in athletics in World Championships. Okay, World Athletic Championships in 2003. Okay, she won the bronze prize. Which sport did she compete in? Was it cricket, javelin throw, C. Triple jump, or D. Long jump? What was the sport? What was her forte? She won the Women of the Year award by World Athletics this year. Five seconds more. Alright. The answer to this question is long jump. She stood 4th in the 2002 Olympics and then went on to win a bronze at the World Athletic Championships, and this year won the Women of the Year award for supporting athletic sports. But her own sport was long jump. Okay. With this, if you have stayed and are watching me for the very first time, I am Kushagra Goyal, a graduate of National Law University. I've assisted students to achieve AIR 4, AIR 16, and I did a revision series this year that got 90% of the GK questions. Why am I telling you all this? This is to tell you and inform all of you that the notes and the questions that you are seeing on the slide right now, okay, all of those will be available on the link bit.ly/kushgk notes. You can also access these notes through a link in the description box. And if you want to be notified for classes in future and have any doubt related to current affairs, you can join my Telegram channel, that is Kushagra Goyal, the legal game _ Unacademy. Okay, so if you are watching me for the very first time, please avail of the same. Okay, you can ask me n number of questions on the Telegram app. You can ask, sir, please take a session on this or that, or if you are having trouble with some particular topic that I've already dealt with, you can ask all that through the Telegram community. With this, let's go back to our prep. Okay, back to the quiz now. So, reservation within reservation without adequate proof to support the same will be a violation of which article of the Indian Constitution? Will it be Article 16, Article 14, Article 21 or Article 27? Abhi, 2 reservations have been slashed because of the violation of the answer. These are reservations in Madras and reservations to OBC in state elections in Maharashtra, municipal elections there. So what fundamental right did they breach because of which those reservations were cancelled? Okay, is it Article 16, Article 14, Article 21 or Article 27? Reservation within reservation. All right. Okay. The answer to this question is Article 14. Right to equality. Reservation within reservation without adequate proof. Okay. It is a violation of Article 14, not of right to life or the freedom to exercise your religion. Okay, Article 16 permits reservation, but if your reservation is without proof, then it violates Article 14, right to equality. I have repeatedly told you reservation within reservation without adequate proof is a violation of the equal classes. Okay, therefore make sure it will always be Article 14. All right, then next, which of the following was not part of the original text of India's Constitution's preamble? Which of the following words was not part? Okay, was it A, democracy, B, republic, C, equality or D, socialism? Which of the following was not part of India's preamble originally? That is when it was adopted for the first time in 1950. Democracy, republic, equality or D, socialism? Fifteen seconds more. It's very good if you have instant answers. I hope to those who are regularly answering are also keeping a tab on your scores. Okay, the number of correct answers and the number of incorrect answers that you are telling. All right, the answer to this question is D, socialism. Okay, socialism was not the part of original. It was brought in with the 42nd Amendment Act. Socialism, secularism and unity of India, unity and integrity of India. Okay, so integrity, that word was also added through 42nd Amendment Act. Now, Aung San Suu Kyi has been in news. Why is she so famous? Is because she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. In which year was Aung San Suu Kyi awarded the Nobel Peace Prize? Was it A 1991, B 1990, C 2015, or D 1996? I'll give a hint. 2015 is not the answer, because in 2015 she became the legal chancellor. Okay? Of Myanmar. By this time, democracy was back in Myanmar, and now it has been taken back again. So the answer to this question is A 1991. So very good to our viewers Afsar Jamal and Trasik, who have got the answer correct, spot on, in within 30 seconds. Okay, so 1991 is when she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Peace was the category in which she was awarded. Okay, when was the first Nobel Prize in Economics awarded? So the Nobel Prizes had one recent edition, which was the prize in economics. The first economics prize was awarded in A 1901, B 1956, C 1969, or D 1980. When was the first Nobel Prize in Economics, or the Severidge Britz Economics Prize awarded? It is named after the bank that sponsors it. Okay. The answer is 1969. The first Severidge Riksbank Award for Nobel Prize in Economics, okay, was in 1969. Okay, this is the first time the Severidge Riksbank Award. This is the bank that sponsors it. It is also given in Sweden. Okay, then next, name the Prime Minister under whom the Shillong Accord was signed. The Shillong Accord was signed for peace in Nagaland. This was the accord that Indian government of India with NNC was signed. Okay, NNC is the organization that started the tussle or the insurgency in Nagaland. Okay, so NNC के साथ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने ये साइन किया था. Who was the prime minister then? Okay, was it Indira Gandhi, B Jawaharlal Nehru, C Narendra Modi, or D Chaudhary Charan Singh? This is something I have dealt with in a separate YouTube video which is related to Nagaland insurgency. Okay, so if you are someone who has absolutely no idea what the Shillong Accord is, who was the Prime Minister, what NNC is, I advise you all to watch the video. Okay, so the answer to this question is A. Indira Gandhi. Okay, it was signed in 1975 with NNC, Nationalist Naga Council, okay, or Naga National Council. (1975) Indira Gandhi with, okay, she at helm, this was signed. Now next question. Prime Minister Nehru always retained the Ministry of External Affairs with himself. True or false? This is again interrelated to the Nagaland crisis. Okay, when the Nagaland crisis started, the first time, retained mean he kept with himself, did not appoint a Minister of External Affairs. जैसे कि इस बार we have Subramaniam Jaishankar as our External Affairs Minister. Okay. So did Prime Minister Nehru ever appoint a Minister of External Affairs, or he always kept the portfolio with himself? Always remember that the Prime Minister is appointed by the President, then he or she selects the ministers with their portfolio. He or she has the exclusive power to tell who will be appointed as what minister and what portfolio. Okay, so did he always keep the Ministry of External Affairs with himself? Is it true or false? The answer is absolutely true. Okay, yes, he never appointed. Okay, he always retained the Ministry of External Affairs with himself. Now, why is it so important? Because when the Nagaland crisis or the insurgency started, Prime Minister Nehru had appointed a director within the Ministry of External Affairs to always deal with the Naga insurgency. So there was a separate office within the Ministry of External Affairs, or MEA as we call it, to deal with the Nagaland insurgency directly. Okay. So the answer is true. Okay. Next question. When is the World International Day of Neutrality celebrated? This is a question that I have taught students in the daily newspaper analysis. So if you have been watching the daily newspaper analysis, you will know the answer to this question. Is it December 2, December 10, December 13, or December 12? International Day of Neutrality. This is to celebrate countries that declare themselves absolutely neutral, that they will not indulge in A or B countries' affairs at all. So is it A, December 2, B, December 10, C, December 13, or D, December 12? So the answer to this question is December 12. On December 12, we celebrate the World International Day of Neutrality. Now, neutrality and non-alignment are two different things. Non-alignment is you do not align with one alliance or the other, which is a military alliance. In neutrality, You declare to never interfere in affairs of another. When we were non-aligned, we did interfere in affairs of others. जैसे कि in 1971 we invaded East Pakistan to liberate the Bangladeshis, right? In non-alignment, we also criticized actions of the others. But in neutrality, you do not criticize anyone. It's like a absolute no comment, no nonsense scenario. Okay? Then we move on. Which award is known as the Nobel Prize of Asia? Is it A. Albert Prize, B. Bharat Ratna, C. Roman Magsaysay Award, or D. Nishane Pakistan? Which award is also known as the Nobel of Asia? A. Albert Prize, B. Bharat Ratna, C. Roman Magsaysay Award, or D. Nishane Pakistan? I will tell the correct answer at 75 seconds, but keep your answers in note. I am noting down your answers, that is Jamal, Shubhangi, Trasik, all of you. Okay. Regarding doubt of your previous question, I will answer it after this question is done. Alright, the answer to this question is C, very rightly pointed out by 3 of our viewers in live chat. Roman Magsaysay Award. Okay, Albert Prize is known as the Nobel related to mathematics. Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian honor of India, and Nishane Pakistan is the highest civilian honor in Pakistan. Okay, Roman Magsaysay Award is awarded to people of Asia for their exceptional contribution to society. Okay. Then Morarji Desai is the only prime minister to receive both Bharat Ratna and Nishane Pakistan. Is it A, false, B, true? Think about it. Morarji Desai is the only prime minister to receive both Bharat Ratna and Nishane Pakistan. We have had multiple prime ministers. Pakistan has had multiple prime ministers who have initiated peace. But is Morarji Desai, the 4th Prime Minister of India, the only Prime Minister to receive Bharat Ratna and Nishane Pakistan? Is it true or false? Don't Google search and cheat. That's the key part of this quiz. Alright. The answer to this question is true. Yes, Morarji Desai, the 4th Prime Minister of India, is the only one to receive both Nishane Pakistan and Bharat Ratna. Okay, he is the only one to have received both of them. Alright. Then the next one. Offense under POCSO attracts conditional liability, B, absolute liability, C, no liability, or D, none of the above. Whenever we talk about something under POCSO, or that this person has been charged under POCSO, what do we mean by it? Conditional liability, absolute liability, no liability, or D, none of the above. Good, good. absolute liability will mean that the consent of parties is immaterial. Conditional liability will be that in certain scenarios A will be correct or B will be correct, or liability can be changed. C, no liability means that the offense is not chargeable. But under POCSO, that is Prevention of Children from Sexual Offences, there is absolute liability. Matlab, consent is immaterial. Okay, even if you provide consent to A person or B person, it does not matter. You get absolutely liable under the offense. Okay, the intent, if you have, is of a sexual offense, then there will be absolute liability. Okay, skin to skin contact हुआ कि नहीं हुआ does not matter. Punishment is uniform and it is absolute liability. Okay, so very good once again, Trasik, Jamal and Shubhangi. Now 5 Central Asian republics will be chief guests at the Republic Day 2022. India and 4 others are part of which organization? Central Asian republics, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan are some of them. Okay, so they are part of which organization along with India? Is it A, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, B, Arctic Council, C, SAARC, or D, Commonwealth of Independent States? A, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, B, Arctic Council, C, South Asian, SAARC, or Commonwealth of Independent States? Remember, you have to tell the organization in which 4 of these 5 invited parties plus India are members. Okay, in each of these organizations, among the options, only one of them is correct. Okay, in which India and these Central Asians are all members. In some, there are only Central Asian republics and India is not there. In some, India is there but Central Asian republics are not there. Okay, the answer to this question is A, Shanghai Cooperation Organizations, SCO. Okay, SCO has 4 of the Central Asian republics with Tajikistan not as a member. Okay, and Arctic Council has India but not the Central Asian. SAARC has India but not the Central Asian. Commonwealth of Independent States has all 5 Central Asian republics but not India. So the answer is A, SCO. Okay, then next, which institution of India does the latest chief executive officer of Twitter hail from? A, IIT Guwahati, B, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, C, IIT Bombay, D, Delhi University. The latest CEO of Twitter, Parag Agrawal, who is now a non-resident Indian or a OCI card holder, is a alma mater or hails from which University of India? His primary university graduation was from which university? IIT Guwahati, JNU, IIT Bombay, or Delhi University? "25 seconds more. Think about it. This could be a big question for your examination. Okay. He is also the youngest CEO of the 500 most powerful companies of the world. Okay, so the latest brain drain example of India is from IIT Bombay. The latest CEO, Parag Agrawal, is a alma mater of IIT Bombay. Okay, one of the more recent of all the 12 CEOs from big corporations who are within the 500. He is another shining example of India's brain drain. That someone had to leave our country to work for another company, make them one of the big companies of social microblogging, and so he is from IIT Bombay. Okay. Then, who among the following Prime Minister of India has never served as the Finance Minister of India? So, as the Prime Minister, you also get the power to decide your portfolios. Which of these options? One of them has never served as the Finance Minister of India. A. Narendra Modi, B. Indira Gandhi, C. Jawaharlal Nehru, or D. Rajiv Gandhi. At 45 seconds, I'll give you all a hint also if you are not able to get it right. Who among the following has never served as the Finance Minister of India? To those who do not know, Indira Gandhi is not the correct answer. Why is that so? Because she was India's first women finance minister. Okay, she was also the first women finance minister as prime minister. Okay, so definitely not B. Before Nirmala Sitharaman, the first permanent women finance minister, Indira Gandhi as prime minister had held the finance ministry portfolio herself. Okay, so she is not the correct answer. The correct answer to this question is A. Prime Minister Modi. Narendra Modi has never been the finance minister of India. In his 8 years as prime minister, he has never presented a budget. Morarji Desai was a finance minister under Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi and then became the prime minister. Okay, Rajiv Gandhi presented one budget in his 5 years as prime minister. Jawaharlal Nehru served two budgets as finance minister. Okay, so the answer is Narendra Modi. Manmohan Singh, you all know, was the finance minister before he became the prime minister. Atal Bihari Vajpayee is also a prime minister who was never a finance minister himself. Okay, then next, World Heritage Sites are announced by which United Nations agency? Is it A. United Nations Security Council, B. UNESCO Educational Society Cultural Organization, Food and Agriculture Organization, or UNHCR High Commission for Refugees? A, B, C, D. A. UNSC, B. UNESCO, C. FAO, or D. UNHCR. All right. UNSC is not, I'll give a hint, UNSC is not a UN agency. It's a organ. Okay? UNSC is a organ of UNO. So the answer is UNESCO. Okay? UNESCO announces World Heritage Sites each year. Okay, then the next Summer Olympics ceremony will be held on the river Seine. Which city is the next host? If you heard the word Seine, which city is going to host the next Summer Olympics? Is it London, B. Brussels, C. Rome, D. Paris? The next Summer Olympics will happen in 2024. 2020 happened in Tokyo. So, and if you hear the word Seine, river Seine, okay, the plan for the opening ceremony of the next Summer Olympics was revealed 2 days ago. by the host city. Who is going to host the next Summer Olympics? Is it A. London, B. Brussels, C. Rome, D. Paris? Let's reduce the time now. I'll stop the clock now at 1 minute only. Okay, the answer to this question is Paris. Paris is going to host the 2024 Summer Olympics. Okay, the Seine River passes through Paris just like Yamuna passes through New Delhi and Thames passes through London. Okay, so Seine River ke upar the next Summer Olympic ceremony will take place. Then name the Chancellor of Germany who recently demitted office. So Germany had elections after 16 years. A Chancellor demitted office. Okay, is it A. Angela Merkel, B. Omar Abdullah, C. Ursula von der Leyen, or D. Olaf Scholz? Who is the one who demitted office in Germany? Okay. After 16 years as Chancellor. To your previous question, Trasik, is there also a structure or something as Nakar Sian? Yes, in Paris. So the answer to this question is A. Angela Merkel. After 16 years as Chancellor, Angela Merkel will step down as the Chancellor. She had decided to not run for office. Her health had deteriorated, especially during her trip to India. When she was receiving the salute from Indian soldiers, she was shaking, and that is when she almost fainted. So it was realized that she's now almost on her health basis unable to run the office. Olaf Scholz is her successor as Chancellor. Okay, so the answer is A. Angela Merkel. Then, which among the following is the only country to win the World T20 twice? Alright, we'll now give only 40 seconds. We'll reduce the time to half. Okay, and do 40 seconds each for the time to answer the questions. Okay, so which among the following countries is the only country to win the World T20 World Cup twice? Is it A. Australia, B. West Indies, C. Pakistan, D. Sri Lanka? This year we had the World Cup again and the winner was Australia. So who is the only country to win it twice? The answer is B. West Indies. They are the only one to have won it twice. Okay, 2016 and 2012. Alright. Time Magazine's Person of the Year 2021 is A. Narendra Modi, B. Joe Biden, C. Elon Musk, or D. Scientist of mRNA vaccine. Time Magazine yesterday announced their 2021 Person of the Year. Who is the Person of the Year? A. Narendra Modi, B. Joe Biden, C. Elon Musk, D. Scientists of mRNA vaccine. 40 seconds to answer now. We have reduced the time period. The answer is Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Okay. one thing Time magazine has clarified as that it does not mean that a person was person of the year means that they had been the one in a good sense. As long as someone who created the most amount of news, then you are good enough to be a person of the year. So 2021 it was Elon Musk. Okay. Now name the COVID variant with genealogy B.1.1.529. The COVID variant with genealogy B.1.1.529. Is it A, Delta, B, Omicron, C, Alpha, D, Gamma? The COVID variant of concern with genealogy B.1.1.529. Okay. Yes, Trasik, it can be a person who has been in the news for the wrong reason. Just like the Omicron variant, which is the correct answer to this question with genealogy B.1.529. WHO is stating that this variant is good enough to even evade our vaccines. There are booster doses being given everywhere around the world. So we now need to get back to wearing mask if we had stopped it. Okay. Then what is the minimum age to be a Prime Minister of India is probably your last question. Is it A 25 years, B 30, C 45, D 35? What is the minimum age to be the Prime Minister of India? A 25, B 30, C 45, D 35. What is the minimum age to be Prime Minister of India? Rajiv Gandhi is the youngest Prime Minister of India with an age of 44 actually. So C cannot be the answer, but what is the minimum age? Alright, the minimum age is 25 years because that's the age to be a member of the Lok Sabha. Okay? Lok Sabha member की एज भी 25 होती है. As long as you are a Lok Sabha member, you are eligible to be a Prime Minister. Okay, so 25, very good, Shubhangi and Jamal, who got this answer correct. Proud of all of you who participated in the quiz. With this, we end the quiz. Alright, and a good reminder for all of you now that at 9 p.m. today, I am taking a special class on strategy to ace GK in 5 months. If you have got certain questions correct and some questions wrong, it is good enough for you to discuss your strategy. If you are someone who wants to do that, you can do it through Unacademy's Learner app today at 9 p.m. Tune into the app, use my code KUSHGK to access this class for totally free of cost. 9 p.m. you can enroll for this class right away using the link in the description box. Okay, what are Unacademy's special classes? They are interactive classes where you can ask me questions verbally. Okay, you can get yourself enrolled for the class by getting a notification the moment the class begins and access the lecture notes of the class immediately once the class ends. Plus these classes will be totally free of cost. And if you are someone who is looking for a dedicated batch to study with for your preparation, then you should subscribe to Unacademy Plus courses. To do that, you have to take a subscription. For CLAT students, my advice is take a 6-month subscription at least and use the code KUSHGK for an additional 10% discount. With this, you will be able to access all the classes that we have taken. Along with it, a plus course by myself, which will cover the entire GK section. On that note, don't forget on December 19, there is a Unacademy All India CLAT mock test. Rank 1 will get a iPad mini. All you have to do is use my code KUSHGK. Use this code to access this test for totally free of cost. Rank 2 will get a voucher worth 10,000. Rank 3, a Amazon voucher worth rupees 5,000. And rank 4 to 10 will get Amazon vouchers worth rupees 500. So don't miss out. December 19, 5 p.m. the test goes live. Register for the test using my code KUSHGK to access it for totally free of cost. कोई पैसे नहीं है. It's totally free of cost with a chance to win an iPad mini. And if you are also wanting for more tests, just like a quiz by myself, there are more educator curated tests that are happening. So you can look at the details on the slide. And there is a CLAT marathon classes that are going on. Today is the class on logical reasoning. If you are someone who wants info on the different NLUs, then NLU Lucknow and NLU Patiala details will be told on 18th December. Plus, the batch for 2023 aspirants begins on December 17, and the batch for CLAT 2022 aspirants begins on December 15. Okay, so don't miss out on them. And with that, thank you so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and like it. And if you have a friend who you want to test yourself with, you're like, you try out how many of the questions you can get correct, share the video with them and see how many do they get correct. Let me know how much do you score in comparison to your friends. Let me know the total score you got in the comment box of this video. If you are watching me for the very first time, subscribe to the channel because a quiz related to your legal GK will be asked tomorrow at the same time. So take care all of you. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.